Last question, and I've made H and D here. So the path of a ball is modeled by this equation, where D is the horizontal distance in meters traveled and H is the height in meters traveled of the ball above the ground. What is the maximum height of the ball? So we're going to have to complete the square for this one. So we're going to go H equals negative 2D squared plus 8D plus 2. So we're going to take this term divided by 2 and square it. So we're going to go 8 over, oh, we can't do that first, sorry. First, we're going to take out the negative 2. So the first step in completing the square is to take out the negative 2 from the first two terms. So you get d squared minus 4d plus 2. Now you take the negative 4 divided by 2, okay, somewhere on the side, negative 4 divided by 2. I'll put it up here, negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2, squared is 4, so it's 4 times 4 and 4. Add 4 and subtract 4. So height equals negative 2 d squared minus 4d plus 4 minus 4 plus 2. Now we're going to take out the negative 4. So h equals negative 2 d squared minus 4d plus 4. And then when you take out the negative 4, you multiply by negative 2. I'll show that. Negative 4 times the negative 2, and you add the 2. Okay. Next step, negative 2. Here's d minus 2. Okay, squared. And that's what you do with this part. We practice that in the last part. And then you got 4 times negative 2 is plus 8, plus 2. And finally, h equals negative 2 d minus 2 squared plus 10. Our vertex is 2, 10. The first part, see this 2 goes with the d, and the height goes here. So this here, the 10 here, okay, that's our maximum height. It occurs 2 meters away. So 10 is the maximum height. Therefore, the maximum height is 10. Is 10 meters. If you look at the other questions that I've prepared for you, I do have them here. I can open them up. So C3 here. So if you take a look, question 4, you complete the square, you take out a negative 1, and you do the exact same thing as question 3. Okay, question number 5. So this question here, 5. So if you see here, there's no y-intercept. So it looks like the very first question we did with no y-intercept, just different numbers. Okay, so negative, you can do exactly the same thing as you did way back here in question 1. Okay, except you're going to take the different number out for all the same steps. Okay, let's look at the next question here. Okay, so that's question 5. Question 6. So, oh, there's no middle term. You do that like the second question we did. No middle term here. Okay, and here, oh, again, no middle term. I gave you 2 without the middle term. And I've been using H and D for each question. So again, no middle term, just do the same thing. Noticing here, too many spaces. And last one here, okay. This is a little bit different. You got W's here and D. So W, it's W instead of the height. Here, again, there's no term at the end, but you got to deal with some fractions. See if you can figure it out. It's the challenge question at the very end with a fraction at the start. And we do some of these in the lesson C2 when we had the little fractions in both in the same denominator. You can look at lesson C2 for that if you need any help.